and again and again and again. Your lifestyle remains the same after you've had the heart attack, or it's the lifestyle that brings it on. There was research done by the American Heart Association where they got a university involved to cut through atheroma plaques. And when they cut through the atheroma plaques, they noticed parts of it were young and parts of it were all different ages, and it had like a wavy band effect, as they cut through it. Responsible for this was the lifetime of the person, the lifetime. And that gives you an indicator that this is a thing that's brought on over a period of time. And it's my opinion that it's brought on with stress. Right? It's brought on with stress. Now, the reason for this system in the artery regards to if I damage myself now, right, the scab will form externally, the thrombus will form externally, and then when the cells have healed underneath, the scab will fall off. You can't have the falling off system in your arteries. It wouldn't work, because then, excuse me guys, then there'd be 1,000,000 times more heart attacks and 1,000,000 times more strokes, because the atheroma plaque in strokes tends to accumulate around the neck and the carotid arteries, so I've been led to believe. But if you had all these, now I know that's confusing, you've been led to believe that well, yeah, right, your thrombus, right, did break off and lodge further up, right, around your heart at some place or another within your heart, right. That is a fact, right. But what I'm saying is, this is a continual action, right. Now if it was a one-off action, the thrombus would be pulled in, the atheroma plaque would be pulled in, right. The thrombus disappears, and like I said, a vascular progenitor cell is the last brick in the wall, right. And then if you got yourself out of stress, right, because I'm going to bring about a theory to you that it's brought on by stress, right. So if you get yourself out of stress, right, this is healed up, this is healed up, the atheroma plaque has been pulled into the walls of the artery, and the artery is clear. But you see, this builds up because eventually there's so much atheroma plaque being pulled in, right? What's causing this is a time period of stress. And I'm going to prove that to you over the coming weeks with the videos, right? So I had to tell you this video of how the atheroma plaque builds up, and how the first time we've actually come across and talking about directly with low density lipoprotein, LDL, which they call bad cholesterol, which quite frankly I think is a nonsense. So I'm outspoken of it. It's a nonsense theory, and you don't know the complete theory. Now if you don't know that, you can't make informed choices, right? And at this period in your life, I just feel you need to know, right, the information, so you as an heart patient can make informed choices like I did. Now I made informed choices to get me where I am now, and you're going to get to see what I get up to. Now I'm going to say no more about that, but The surroundings will give you an idea of what you're capable of. Okay? If you can make informed choices. I am not here and never will be here to tell you to come off drugs. That is illegal. They made that illegal, I can tell you that. That's why you won't hear me ever tell you to do that. Because the Federal Drug Administration got that passed in Parliament. Right? That is a fact. Right? If somebody gets telling somebody who's on drugs, right, a lot of them get into a lot of trouble. I'm not going to go down that road, but, here's the but, you can make informed choices as to what side effects your drugs have. And then when you get them side effects, you can say, that guy's right, that guy's right, or I haven't had any side effects and that's fine. That is fine. But for me to help you and give you advice, you need to know the ins and outs of what you're dealing with your problem. Okay? So, atheroma plaques constantly pulled into the artery they affect, right? They're more likely at bifurcations. It's like looking at a leaf in the garden. You know, it's where the artery branches and that becomes a weak point. That's when your atheroma plaques are more likely to hit, see. But like I say, they're all done under pressure, right? Which is going to link me to the theory of heart disease and not the cholesterol theory. That, sorry, don't buy it, walked away from it.